buying fragrances can be expensive. Of course, the fragrances that people always want are the designer ones, which are almost always more than $100. And most people don't want to spend that much. That doesn't mean you have to go without nice perfumes forever. There are certain ways you can save money when buying fragrances. You just have to know where to look, what to do, how to weave between those expensive prices. So, the first tip that I always use, first make sure you know you're going to buy something that you like and you're actually going to use. Some people blindly buy fragrances, the whole bottles, which are expensive, and then they get the bottle, they try it on, and they're like, this isn't really what I like actually, I just spent $100 for nothing because I don't like this thing. You can avoid that problem if you start with samples. You can order samples online, sometimes on Amazon, sometimes from other websites. You could also go to your local mall and see if there's a perfume counter that will offer you samples, because most likely they will, that's what they do. Then you could try a variety of different fragrances and see which ones you really like, and that will give you a better idea of what you like and what kind of fragrances you're going to wear and not just put in your closet and never touch again. And that will automatically save you hundreds of dollars, because you're not going to be wasting your money on things that you don't like and you're not going to wear. Then, once that's out of the way, you know what you like, you know what you want to get, you need to figure out how to save money on your purchase. The main thing, a simple tip, is to watch out for the bottle size. So, depending on the fragrance you're getting, there's going to be plenty of different bottle sizes. Some are very small, they're maybe slightly larger than 1 ounce. Others, the average size is like 3.4 ounces, which is a nice bottle sort of size, which should last you a good long while. Then there are very large bottles, sometimes 6.4 ounces, a really big bottle. So I don't think I've ever bought anything larger than 3.4 ounces because I think it's a bit overkill. Plus I like to, once I run out of a bottle, I like to get a different kind, an experiment. But if you know you really like a fragrance and you know you're gonna wear it a lot, like every day, you might as well go with the bigger bottle, because larger bottles, you actually are getting a deal on the liquid inside, the perfume, because the more you buy, the cheaper per ounce the perfume is going to be. Now you're kind of out of luck if you're buying from a very high luxury sort of designer brand, because they usually have smaller bottles, 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce. And so the difference doesn't matter as much, but if there is a big difference between the bottle sizes, just go for the larger one, even if the overall price will be more expensive than the smaller bottle, because you're not getting as much with the smaller bottle. But you're actually saving when you get the big bottle, because, like I said, it's less per ounce, so it's a better deal. But don't bother if you don't really like that fragrance, because then you're going to have this massive keg of fragrance that is going to just get old because you're not going to be able to use it fast enough. So, once you decide on that bottle size, you can also look for deals and coupons and discount codes and that sort of thing. So, it kind of depends on where you're shopping. Sometimes, it's pretty much next to impossible to find coupon codes and discount codes that work. They're usually expired, or they just don't exist depending on where you're shopping. However, what I like to do, personally, my secret move, is I like to see if the website has a, what's it called, like a subscription, not paid subscription, email list. If you sign up for emails, they'll often give you a certain percentage off of, the purchase. I've in the past gotten 20% off, 30% off, 10% off. on fragrances just because I signed up for that email list. It's usually a one-time thing, you can't usually do it again. But those email lists may give you further discounts if it's like the holidays, Christmas is coming, that sort of thing. So you can continuously save if you manage to find this email list. Some websites don't have an email list, so you're kind of out of luck there. You may have better luck with there are coupon sites. Maybe you can find a nice coupon to save some money. But those are mainly the two main strategies of approaching, cutting off some of that cost. I also recommend shopping from Amazon. Amazon's one of my favorite places. Besides shopping directly from the perfume manufacturer, which is, of course, a very direct and simple way, but sometimes you can get the same perfume for cheaper from Amazon. So, check out what Amazon has. They often also have the different sizes, different concentrations, the eau de parfum and the eau de toilette and whatever else there is. So you can kind of see what Amazon has. Sometimes Amazon doesn't have, especially some designer fragrances, but it has most fragrances, and at a pretty good price. So you won't have to pay exorbitant amounts of money just to get a nice fragrance. This is another one of my tricks, I also like to wait until the holidays, because the holidays, mainly Christmas, sometimes, well, actually Black Friday a lot, and then sometimes there's a few minor, maybe a summer sale, maybe an Easter sale, Mother's Day sale especially. Look out for these little holidays, because you most likely will find some really good deals. Sometimes they'll, they usually will start small in the early part of the holiday season, maybe 10% off, 20% off. But as it gets closer to the actual holiday, you'll get 30 to 40, 50% off on some fragrances. So you just have to kind of browse different websites and see what kind of deals they're having for the holidays, because 99% of the time, fragrance stores, websites will have deals around the holidays, especially Black Friday and Christmas. Then, you can also look after the holidays, because those stores are stocking up for Christmas, so they're, but they're gonna have leftovers after Christmas. And they're most likely going to drop those prices because they gotta get rid of this stuff. So they're gonna drop the prices even more. There might not be a lot left, but if there is anything left, you can get it for really cheap. So, stick around a little bit after the holidays, because you could probably still get some cheap fragrances, still on sale. Then you could also check for discount stores. My favorite discount store is FragranceNet. That has a really large selection of different fragrances, and also a lot of samples, which I enjoy. You can get fragrances for $10 off, $20 off, $40 off, sometimes $50. The more expensive the perfume is, the more it'll probably take off. But definitely, there's actually several discount shops online. Fragrance X is another one. But you do have to be careful. Don't go to some shady website that's trying to sell Creed Aventus, like a $300 perfume for $50. Avoid scams like that. If it seems reasonable, it is. If it seems too good to be true, it is. Avoid that. So, as long as you consider all those options, you should be good to go, because all of these approaches are very viable ways to save money on fragrances, so you don't have to pay the full price, and it's just a better deal, and you're still getting a high quality product. So that's pretty much all I have to say about saving money when buying perfumes. If you have any opinions about that process, you can leave those down in the comment section below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, maybe donate to my Ko-fi page down below in the description. to support the channel, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.